Hi guys, it's Aoife from Fred Weasley Died Laughing, and I am here to do a tag video for you guys today. So Aurelia over at the Bookfinch, I don't know how long ago, she did like a hopeful book tag, and she kind of rejigged it recently and did the hopeful book tag 2.0 for everything that's going on at the moment, and if we wanted to, just share some positivity and share some hopeful books and hopeful moments in books and things like that, which I think is a lovely idea, and it's such a lovely tag. So I definitely want to do it and encourage other people to do it as well, because I think it's just so lovely. So I will leave Aurelia linked down below, and you can go and check her out. If you're not subscribed to her, please do so, because she is great, particularly if you are into science fiction or fantasy. She reads loads of amazing SFF books, so yeah, definitely check her out. But the first question for this tag is a book world you'd like our world to take some influence from, and for this one I've decided to go for The Fellowship of the Ring by J.R.R. Tolkien, and for this one I'm going for like a specific part of Middle Earth in this. For this one I want to specifically talk about Hobbiton, because I think at the moment, I think like we're kind of all living like hobbits at the moment. Like we're living in our little hobbit holes, and we're just eating all the time, and just enjoying our eating and drinking and staying inside. Yeah, like well, that's pretty much what I'm doing. So yeah, we're definitely all hobbits at the moment. But I think hobbits just take such joy out of the little things in life. Like they enjoy their little parties, their little get-togethers, they enjoy family time, they enjoy eating, they enjoy drinking, and yeah, it's just all those little things that make up the small parts of life. Hobbits really get so much out of that. So I think at the moment, with everything that we're going through, it's the little things that we kind of have to grasp on, and the little things that we really have to just enjoy so much. I think if we all just enjoy our lives at the moment like hobbits, I think we'll all be happier for it. Number 2 is a book about finding acceptance and love. For this one I'm going to go for Heartstoppers by Alice Osman. It's about two boys called Charlie and Nick. Nick is a little bit older than Charlie. Charlie is gay and everyone knows that he is gay, and Nick seems to be straight, but the two of them form this really nice friendship, and it turns into something else, and it's just about the two of them kind of accepting their feelings for each other. Nick in terms of accepting his sexuality, and it is just such a gorgeous novel. It's just such a lovely graphic novel to read. When I read it, I think I read it in like an hour, and it just put a smile on my face because it was just so cute, and just yeah, the love and the feelings in this and the emotions are just so adorable. And yeah, it's definitely one that is about acceptance and love, but it's also just a really lovely time, and it will definitely put a smile on your face, which everyone needs right now too. So I definitely recommend it for people to check out. Question number 3 is a non-fiction book that made you appreciate the world around you, and for me I'm going to go for Becoming the Super Vet, Listening to the Animals by Noel Fitzpatrick. If people don't know who Noel Fitzpatrick is, he's basically the Super Vet. He does the show on, is it Channel 4, the Super Vet? And he's Irish, but he has a vet practice in England, and he basically just has this amazing kind of super technology, and he just comes up with amazing ways to help animals and to help them with different type of injuries that would normally end an animal's life, like hip dysplasia and spinal injuries and things like that. He helps cats and dogs. I think he helped a turtle in one episode, rabbits, like he helps all sorts of different animals in terms of their bones and just different kind of revolutionary veterinary treatments. And his story is just really interesting because he is just like a farmer's son from this small country side in Ireland, and how he kind of worked really, really hard to become a vet, and then he eventually, I think he was working in America for a while, and he always had this idea of how he wanted to help animals and the different types of ways he wanted to help animals, but what he did was just so unusual and was so revolutionary that people didn't believe that he could do it, but obviously he did, and now he is the Super Vet. He is really, really well known for the amazing things he can do with animals. And just to have someone like this, someone who is so insanely clever, like he is insanely clever, it's just amazing. If you ever watch the show, which I highly recommend you do so, if you see the different things that he has done, it is just unbelievable. But to have someone like that looking out for animals is just an amazing thing, and for someone, the love he has for all sorts of dogs and cats and horses and small animals, pets, like it's just lovely. And I feel like if I was ever to bring my dogs to him, they would be in the safest hands possible and be with someone who cared so much about them and understood my love for my animals, and he would definitely appreciate that. So to have someone like that in the world working for animals is just such a lovely thing to know that he's doing. And a lot of the stuff that he's doing as well, some of the, I guess, the experimental treatments and the just a different type of veterinary work he is doing is going to eventually be used in like human medicine, because he believes in one medicine. He doesn't believe in like animal medicine versus human medicine. His kind of motto is one medicine for all, which means that things that we can do for humans we should be able to do for animals, and things we do for animals we should be able to do for humans. So yeah, I just think it's amazing, just the different type of medicine that he has created. And yeah, it's amazing. I just can't, he is just such a icon for me. I think he's amazing. I went to see his tour a couple of years ago. Was it last year or the year before? It was the year before. I went to see him. He did a tour around UK and Ireland and talked about, it's basically like the tour version of this book. A lot of what is in this book I'd already heard him speak about, but just seeing him speak and seeing the different things that he did, and he had like graphics of the different type of work he'd done with different bones and different injuries and stuff. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, I love the fact that he is out there and he's saving all the animals, and he's just great. I love him. So we're to do an intermission here, which is pet pictures and videos galore. So I will put a video of Luna or Desi or Jeremy or someone in between in this part. You guys know my dogs Luna, Desi and Jeremy very well already from all my vlog footage, but yeah, I'll put something in somewhere here. To you, happy birthday to Luna. Happy birthday to Luna. Happy birthday to you. Yay! And we're back. I hope you enjoyed that. I don't know what clip I put in, but I'm sure it was a cute one. 4 is a book about community and people working together for the benefit of all. So I'm going to go for a book I've talked about recently, but it's Not Forgetting the Whale by John Ironmonger, and this is definitely a book about a community working together. This is actually about a community in Wales, this small village, who are working together to protect themselves from a flu pandemic. They are social distancing from other villages. They are stockpiling food in terms of just so they don't run out of food, and it's about them all looking out for each other, and it's just so lovely. It is a book that made me really emotional, and it actually is a book that made me love human beings, which, to be fair, not a lot of books do. A lot of books actually make me hate human beings, but this one made me love human beings and just how amazing communities can be looking after each other, and it just gave me a lot of hope. And I feel like it's a very hopeful book, and for people who might be feeling a little bit hopeless and a little bit down at the moment, I cannot recommend this book enough, because I think this is the perfect one you have to read. It is so in tune with what is going on in the world right now, but it is about a community that looks out for each other. And yeah, I feel like a lot of books tend to have people fighting against each other, like The Walking Dead and stuff like that, you know, those kind of things, where this one is the complete opposite. It's people loving each other and looking out for each other, and it's just absolutely lovely and cannot recommend enough. And number 5 is Shoutout. So shout out 3 booktubers who inspire you with positive energy. And my first one has to be Lauren from Lauren in the Books. She is one of the most positive booktubers out there. Everything she does is just so lovely, makes me smile, is so inventive and creative. I think she's just an amazing booktuber. And if you are not, I think like a lot of people are subscribed to Lauren now, but if you are not subscribed to Lauren, please do so immediately, because she is just so wonderful. Every single video of hers makes me smile, and yeah, she's just so nice. And she's the one that created Cozy Reading Night, which is so lovely, and she's doing bi-weekly Cozy Reading Nights at the moment while we're all on lockdown, which is just so lovely of her to do. And yeah, I just think she's amazing, and everyone needs to subscribe to her. Another booktuber I really love at the moment is basically Britt. Is just such a wonderful booktuber. Not only is she an amazing booktuber, but she's also just really creative. She has an Etsy store, and in her vlog she shows like what kind of work she's doing with her Etsy store, what she's creating and what's going to be up in her store, and I just really enjoy her vlogs. She's really chatty, she's really fun, she's funny as well, and yeah, she always makes me smile at her and laugh along with her when she's doing her vlogs, and she just has such a sunny disposition. And it's really funny because one of Britt's favourite things is actually a sunflower, and she kind of reminds me of a sunflower because she's very tall for one, like sunflowers, but she's also just such a sunny disposition, and she's such a lovely person. And yeah, I just love her vlog so much, so please check her out as well if you haven't already. She's absolutely wonderful. And then the third person I want to talk about is April from Aprilist Maximus, and April is a booktuber. She's been on BookTube for quite a long time. She's quite well known, she'd be very popular, but she's just someone again who I just really enjoy her videos. She always makes me smile, and I feel like even when she talks very openly about like her anxiety and things, but even through that I think she is creating a positive environment around her, whether it's like talking positively about mental health and mental health struggles and encouraging other people to talk openly about their mental health. But she's also just someone who is just a really funny disposition. She's someone who makes me smile again, and yeah, I just really enjoy her videos. And she also has a dog called Luna, and we all love Lunas up in this house, we know. So yeah, so I'm not going to tag anyone, but I will definitely encourage people to do this tag if you want to. And thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave any thoughts or anything in the comments. I would love to chat. I hope everyone is doing well, and I'll see you guys again next time. Bye.